coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. We out here, man. 33 years of prison stories. We pushing P. We pushing positive energy all day, every day. Cannot stop, won't stop. 365, 24/7. This is what we doing. This is what it is, man. So if you're a part of TBP Nation, man, I definitely appreciate you. I definitely appreciate the love. I definitely appreciate the support, man. We trying to run this thing up, man. We trying to get this message out there, man, because it's a powerful message. It's a message that need to be heard. A lot of these young kings and queens out here are misinformed. It is our job or the duty or the task that I have took on to inform them, to let them know what they really facing. So if you really think it's that bad out here in this free world, I'm trying to tell you it's a little worse where you gonna go if you keep on acting up out here and acting like it ain't real. It's super real. It's super real. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna go back to when I first went to prison, right? When I first get to prison, I go to Southampton receiving. Receiving is different. Everybody's coming in. Everybody is new. They new in prison. They don't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's just their first time, like it was mine. So there's a lot of other people in there. It's the same issue. It's their first time in prison. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? They not familiar. They not aware of what's going on. Okay. So with that being said, I got the rumbling. If you've been following TBP Nation, you know I got the rumbling in receiving. So I ended up going to the wall early, 500 Spring Street. At the time, the most notorious prison in the state of Virginia. I go straight there. Do not pass go straight, you know what I'm saying, straight to 500 Spring Street. So I get there automatically off the top. Like I say, it's shocking, It's just, if you want to put a vision on it, put it in your mind how the cells in the cell block look in Shawshank Redemption. That's how the cells was in the wall. 4 tiers high. You understand? Dudes hollering out. The bars is the door. It's not no solid door. It's the bars are the door. Dudes hollering out. Dudes can see you. Dudes can see you walking in. All this and all of that. Right? So, they put me on the top tier, 400. I don't even want to be on 400. If you know, you know. I don't even like heights at all. But this is where I'm at. I ain't got no choice. It's single cells. It's all single cells because the prison has been so violent. They done had so many people, expired in this prison that, they done locked the prison down for years. When I'm getting there, they barely starting to come off a lock. They're doing what they call modified lock, where certain tiers come out at a time instead of everybody. At one point in time before this modified lock, everybody's out. So you got hundreds of dudes that's out in one block, right? With no CO on the floor. So you can just imagine how that is. So when I get there, they coming off with the modified. What my state of mind was, I couldn't tell you, man. I just was in awe, like this is insane. And I'm sitting up here facing all of this time, and I'm like, man, if this is how it is, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I had these thoughts. And as I've told y'all, if y'all been watching my program, I seen a dude get killed within the first week. So my mind is just like, woo, what is, you know what I'm saying? And this is all personal in prison. You can't shoot nobody. You can't, do none of that. You got to be up close and personal and do it yourself. So when you see things like that, it's different, man. It's different. It affects you. It bothers you. So this can happen to you. So my mind is in a crazy, crazy state right now. And I'm thinking to myself, this is how prison is going to be every day, all day. And that's a mind-boggling thing, man. It will mess with you mentally. It will mess with you. You can't sleep. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on around you. You wondering who, it's just crazy. As I start to move around and I start to, find out what's going on and how I can get this in, how I can order this, how I can get me a TV, how my people can bring me stuff, how I go to a visit. No, I'm learning on the fly. They don't tell you nothing in prison. They give you a pamphlet when you come to prison that ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. Ain't got nothing to do with what you're going to be dealing with in that block. All of this stuff is just prison rules and regulations that they don't even enforce themselves because they're not even there to enforce it. You on the block by yourself. Ain't no police out there. You doing all this alone. So you got to learn all this stuff on the fly. You got to learn it all on your own. You got to just be aware. This stuff is crazy. So as I get to my cell, I remember what my cell number was. My cell number was 421. Fourth tier, cell 21. 421. The tier is so small, man. It's like this wide, man. It's barely wide enough for you to stand on. When you look over the top and you see that big, hard concrete floor down the bottom, if you're afraid of heights, even if you're not, you saying to yourself, man, if I go over here, it's over. So every time I used to come out my cell, I used to just stay close to the doors, walk down, go down the stairs, and get on the bottom floor, which was also dangerous because you got dudes that don't want you to look in their cell. But you walking close to the cell, they could stick something out and poke you. You ain't had to do nothing to them. They just could be on that type of time. So it's dangerous all the way around the board. The drop, the walk, the height, everything dangerous. Excuse me, man. My allergies is going crazy during this time. But so as I'm learning, watching, observing, I don't know nobody. Don't nobody know me. I'm just a young dude in prison. I'm young. I look young. I'm like, what, 21? 21 years old. You dig? So I started seeing these boys, people, homosexuals, whatever you want to call them. I started seeing them moving around. Most of the time when you see them, it's a dude on their heels. Everywhere they go, there's somebody with them. These are the ones who got what you call a man. But at the same time, they still moving around trying to do what they want to do. So they will walk by your cell, and like I said, these are bars, so they can see straight in your cell. I started noticing they'll pop up at your cell at certain times, or they'll walk by and be looking in when you don't supposed to be looking at people's cell. But they would do it. And when you go to the shower, it's like a community shower. They'll come down, or every time you go to the shower, you next thing you know, you look up, they pop up, they outside, they waiting as if they're gonna get in the shower when you get out, but they really just looking at you. Because when you come out of the shower, you got to get dressed, you got to put on all your stuff right there outside of the shower. They right there. There's no cover, there's no nothing. So I started noticing this. I'm like, man, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't say nothing. I got the stone face on. Get my stuff, do what I got to do. But it started becoming more and more obvious to me that they just popping up in these spaces at the opportune time. So I'm new. You new in the penitentiary. You don't know what to do. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's around you. This is a whole new world, a whole new environment. So I started to see this. So silence sometimes can be it could be taken as a sign of weakness. You know what I'm saying? Especially in an environment like prison. So I can remember then I started learning stuff about prison. How dudes cook, how they make food. They got liquor. They make liquor in penitentiary. They make food, hot food. We ain't getting no hot food. At the time I'm in the wall, man, we getting all cold meals. I'm talking about cold breakfast, cold lunch, cold dinner. It's all cold. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. You ain't getting nothing special. So you got dudes that's making food. I'm like, how they make this hot food, man? They got dudes selling cheeseburgers and double cheeseburgers and bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches and all. I'm like, what? So it's like amazing to me. And then I'm saying when you starving there and you ain't eating like that, and you off the street, you like, man, what's going on? How they do this? So dudes was making stoves and having these big buckets, and they make stoves. They can make hot food, hot fried rice, or all these different types of stuff, and they selling it. It's for sale, right? So I started asking about it because, I'm a human being too. I want to eat. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? So I can remember when I found out one of the dudes that was selling the sandwiches, and I'm like, man, what kind of sandwiches you got? So I look at them, I expect them, and woo, woo, woo. I see people buying them. I see people walking around with these hot sandwiches all day. So I find out who it is. I'm trying to get some. So I can remember, man, we used to go off a rec, and we used to go places, like go outside. When I go outside, I went out there, I worked out, or either I played basketball, I worked out. I stopped playing basketball because they were being crazy on there. Dudes was getting an argument, and the next thing you know, the Bethlehem come out, dudes getting stabbed over basketball. I ain't like basketball that much. You know what I'm saying? So I started just working out, doing my calisthenics, doing my push-ups, trying to lift a little weights or whatever, whatnot. But it's hot. I might take my shirt off, whatever. Man, I can remember, man, I'm out there and I'm working out, and I can see like 2 or 3 of these peoples, man, these homosexuals. They just stand up there, they looking at me, and they speaking loud enough so you can hear them, but they act like they talking to each other. Oh, look at him. Oh, he young. Look at his chest. And man, my blood started to boil. When I tell you boil, I mean boil. I'm like, man, I know they ain't talking about me. You know what I'm saying? But they looking right at me and they talking to each other like, oh, look at me. And I'm like, man, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. So I got the stone face on or whatever. I'm looking at them like, man, don't play with me. So boom, these same ones, when I get up when we get back to the block and we get in the cell, whatever, you take a shower, you go in, boom, and wait for the next wreck, you come out, whatever, they start popping up around my cell. Right? 2 of them in particular, they walk by and hey, wave or whatever. I'm like, I don't say nothing. I be like, and they keep on going. Sometimes they'll stop. So I remember I was out there one day and I'm talking to a dude about the dude that's selling the sandwiches, trying to get the sandwiches. So here come the boy, he come walking by. He said, what do you want? I'll buy it, I'll pay for it. How many sandwiches you want? I'm looking at him, I said, I don't want nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, I know him. That's my homeboy. I'll buy it for you. I'm like, man, go ahead, man. I'm good, dog. I'm good. So, hey, you ain't got to be so mean, and roll out, right? So the dude laughing. I said, man, I ain't, listen, bro, I ain't with that. But you young and you in there and everybody is looking at you like a mark, or they trying to trick you. They trying to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing all of this at the same time. I may not be putting it as articulate now, but I can see what was going on. But I'm letting them know, like, look, man, keep it moving, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, man, I think they like you. I said, bro, I ain't into that, though. He was like, oh, I know, you young, you just came in, though, but you gotta let them know. Yeah. I said, yeah, why, whatever, I ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I get the food from him and everything, and I guess now I'm on high alert. Right now, every time I see one of them, I'm really mugging. I'm like, man, don't look in here, don't stop by here, keep moving. You know what I'm saying? So I remember one, he come walking by, but he stopped and slow down, walking real slow, and tell me something. Hey, how you doing? I said, look. Let me tell you something. Don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. You don't know me. Don't worry about how I'm doing. Don't worry about what I got going on. When you walk by this cell, keep on going, man. Keep on going. He said, man, you ain't got some, man. You better get your away from the cell, right? Hey, he got all smile. I'm like, yeah, all right, boom, boom, boom. So he leave. So after that, Probably about 20, 30 minutes later, some dude come up there. He come knock on my bunk. Hey, yo, what's up, man? I said, what's up? He said, man, you said something to my people, man. You disrespect my peoples. I said, I didn't even know what peoples was at the time. I said, man, what is you talking about? He said, man, my peoples came by and said, man, you know what I'm saying? You threatened them and you said some stuff to them, man. Let me tell you something. So I said, man, you ain't got to tell me nothing. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know who your people is. Get away from my door, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, Shouty, you know where you at? I said, I'm in the penitentiary, the same place you at. He said, man, you better, man, I'm telling you, Shouty, you better tighten up, man. Look, man, don't be saying nothing to my peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't disrespect my people. I said, man. Now, I'm young now, mind you, and I'm on some others. I said, man, F you and your peoples, dog. Don't come in the cell no more. He said, all right, I got you, Shouty. I got you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. You don't know where you at. I said, man, you don't do nothing to me. You understand me? You ain't going to do nothing to me. You better not even come around me no more. You know what I'm saying? He said, I got you. And he rolled out, right? Now I'm in this junk going crazy, right? I'm like, man, I'm going, you know, I'm looking for something to get, something to use as a weapon on the weapon. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this is like early up in this joint, right? And I'm like, man, these they tripping. You know, so he sleep on another tier. The boy sleep on the same tier I do. So when the boy come out, man, he walk by my seat and walk on by, right? I don't say nothing to him because I'm like, man, I don't know what you think you got going on. I don't know who he is or what. And like I say, I didn't understand the definition of peoples at the time. I didn't know that's like his boy, whatever. I just knew he was gay, and he didn't seem gay. So I didn't know the dynamics of what was going on at the time. So I'm like, if he your people's, what is he doing trying to, you know what I'm saying? You should be worrying about that instead of worrying about somebody cussing him out or screaming on him. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it was crazy. You know, then I met the dude in there, man, my homeboy, man, Frog. He was telling me, man, what was going on. When he ended up, he from the city or whatever. He was like, man, look, man, there's some people, man, them gay people, they just trying you. They just try to figure you out. They see you young. They see you ain't going for a damn mess. He said, man, old dude, he don't do nothing. He will the poop. You know what I'm saying? He would, I don't know if the boy doing something to him or not. He would give me all this. I was like, man, I ain't with none of that type of stuff, dog. I'm tell you right now, if they come around me, dog, I'm gonna hurt them. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, you supposed to, shout. You supposed to. Don't worry, they ain't gonna mess with you, shout. I'm telling you, they just talking. I'm like, yeah, all right. You know, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm ready to, man, I don't even want to be here. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be up in this joint. This joint is like, I mean, it's like, it's like I'm in the Matrix, man. It's like I'm in another world. I don't even understand what's going on. But this day-to-day life, this day-to-day activity, this how people moving around every day. So it's like, man, how can people live like this every day? How could people have lived like this for 20, 30, 40 years? This is the questions I'm asking myself when I'm laying in my bunk at night. I'm like, man, if this is our prison, did you mean to tell me somebody done stayed in here for 30 years like this every day? It just was mind-boggling to me, man. You know, so like I say, then now, I got to the point now when he did that, I'm thinking like all of these, you know, people's homosexuals and stuff is like looking at me like, hey, what he into? What will he do? What he won't do? So now every time I walk by any one of them, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like giving them that look like don't say nothing to me, don't look at me, don't when I look at you, turn your head. I don't want to catch you looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm paranoid. You know, then I'm looking at everybody that's around them and I'm like, who is this dude or this? I don't know none of this stuff. See what I'm saying? But this how dudes get turned out when they first come to prison. They young and they coming in there and they don't know nothing and they scared. And then people get to offer them all types of favors. You want some food? Oh, I'll buy it for you. You want some cigarettes? You ain't got no money? I'll buy it for you. You want to get high? They got drugs in here. They got weed. They got this. They got that. I got it for you. You want to drink? I get it for you. And you accept any of that stuff, man, you out back. You out back. Because they ain't just giving it to you. They want something for it. They trying to get close to you. They trying to get next to you. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to do some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Unless you into that, you might not feel like it's crazy. To me, it was crazy. So I ain't accept nothing from nobody. I could have been starving in there or whatever it was. But I won't because my people was looking out for me. But this is how people get caught up. You know what I'm saying? This is how people get caught up. Just like that. Coming in here, don't know nothing, falling for the okie doke. They hitting you with the nice stuff. Woo woo. It ain't like what people think the dudes is like the old times, what you heard dudes just coming in there running yourself and just putting your knife point and doing what they want to do to you. That happens also, but not as often. Not as often. It's usually trickeration and manipulation. You know what I'm saying? So if you fall for that, you're going to be late. You're going to be super late. You got to come strong. You got to come hard. But you got these dudes like now, especially like in the 2000s and all of that. Man, them dudes coming in there, man, them dudes don't know nothing about no danger. They don't know nothing about no rumbling. They don't know nothing about no fighting. They falling for the trickery. They coming in there, they got pill habits. They got weed habits. They got drug habits. They got alcohol habits. People gonna offer you all of that, but they want something for it. If you take anything from anybody in prison, they want something for it, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have no habits. You know what I'm saying? Period. I ain't had none. You know what I'm saying? Besides eat, everybody got to eat. But I'm gonna get my own food. I don't want nobody to give me nothing because I came in paranoid and I stayed paranoid. From day one till 33 years later, I stayed paranoid. You know, I don't want nothing from nobody. Ain't nobody in the penitentiary can tell you they ever gave me nothing. Nothing. I won't take nothing from nobody. I don't want nothing. You dig? If I ain't got it, I'm going to rough it out. You tough it out. I ain't taking nothing from nobody in prison. And this is where these dudes get laid at. You understand? And they let these dudes finesse them. They let these boys finesse them. These boys be having men. They'll finesse them, try to get next to them and tell them be quiet. They're going to be sneaking around with them. They got a man. That man find out. Then they beefing with the man. Then knife play come into effect. Somebody bleeding. Somebody hurt. And it's just insane. You know what I'm saying? But I let them know off the top. Don't come around me with that foolishness. You know? And I didn't even know at that point in time how the stance I was taking was really, it was dangerous for me because them peoples be vicious. They go whisper in the dude's ear. They may get upset. They may get embarrassed. They may get, you know what I'm saying, in their feelings, and they'll go spit a lie in one of them dudes' ear that want to get with them and say, go get him and I got you. And they coming to get you. Just as sure as Grizzlies goes, they coming to get you, and you unaware because you ain't even never had no exchange with this dude. So you walking by him and don't know, and as soon as he walk by you, he turn around and take off down the tip. And you like, what I do? You don't even know. So man, it was, yeah, it was insane, man. So by the time I leave the wall and get to Augusta, I know these games now. You know what I'm saying? I see these games, and it's going on in there. But this is a newer version of the prison. This has got the solid doors and a bigger a part instead of a whole tiers. So it's more compact, but it's the same thing going on. The boys in there manipulating. As soon as they see a young dude coming in, they up on him. Hey, what do you need? And man, they up on him. And then they had a boy in there that he was the secretary, whereas all the new people come, he come at you with, what do you need? How do you got your laundry? Do you got your pillowcase? Do you got your sheets and towels? You got toilet paper in your cell? What size clothes you wear? He do all of that. So he wanted that job. He got that job specifically. Looking back now in retrospect, he had that job specifically so he could get first dibs on everybody coming in and trying to fill him out with his questionnaires and all this and all that. And I peeped that off the top when he came to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I said, man, no, somebody else do this. He was like, well, no, I did this my job. I was like, okay, yeah, well, look, whatever. I wear this side, that side, this side, woo, woo. Well, no, I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. But these youngins that come in there, they'll fall for this trickery. And that's how they get late. You already late because you in the penitentiary. This how you get late. Falling for that tomfoolery. And next thing you know, you up into something. Then everybody looking at you in a certain way. And that's going to go with you for the rest of your bit. You're not going to get away from that. Period. And if it gets you high or drunk or whatever else it is, and then you end up doing something that you don't want to do, you can't take it back. It's done. It's done. This is who you are now. This is your reputation in the penitentiary for the rest of the time you there. This the trick that be played on these youngins coming in there. They scared. They don't know nothing. Them people is gonna make you think you safe. They gonna make you think they know everybody in the penitentiary. You all right. You this is what you man. That's some tomfoolery. That's some tomfoolery. And it happens though. It happens in the penitentiary, man. It happens every day in the penitentiary. But man, I wasn't going for none of that. You heard me? I wasn't going for none of that. Yeah, I would. They were gonna have to murk me. They were gonna have to kill me. And at the time, I was feeling like I was invincible. You couldn't kill me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got that big Rambo. So, you know, but yeah, man. But this is a part of the penitentiary. This is a lot part of the penitentiary that people don't tell you. There's a lot part of the penitentiary people don't want to talk about. People would tell you in the penitentiary, especially if you've been in the penitentiary young. If you went in young, they're gonna tell you, ain't nobody never approached me like that. Oh, they approach you. You just, how did you handle it? I look at all the ones that suspect when they say ain't nobody never approached them like that. That means maybe they did, and you just don't want nobody to know how you handled it. But they coming. You gonna have to just deal with it straight up off the bat. You know what I'm saying? You can't hesitate. You ain't wait. What? Man, get away from it. What do you want? You know, and that's how you got to deal with it. Then you gonna have pushback because you in the penitentiary. You know, they probably more than likely they've been there way longer than you. And they're going to use the advantages they know, the lay of the land and the people that they know and try to psych you out and make you think this is normal. And it ain't normal. It ain't normal. It's only normal if you want it to be normal. It ain't normal. You understand? So, yeah, but it is what it is, man. But those are my early days in the penitentiary, man. But this is how people get turned out in the penitentiary. By being offered things and accepting them. Don't accept nothing in the penitentiary. You went in there by yourself. You get what you need by yourself. And you don't depend on nobody in there but yourself. Period. You did? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Talk to me. I talk back, man. Y'all go hit the like button. Hit the share button, man. Subscribe button, man. Get that membership. You did? I may go more into detail in the membership. But get the membership. And we out here, man. We pushing positive energy all day long, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. By all means. Duck them hooks, man. And duck the penitentiary. I'm telling you, they playing some mean, vicious mind games in there. And you better be ready.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.